This is my final information panel created upon a specific decade, of which was the 1910s. Our brief was to create an information panel for the State Library of Victoria as a visual reference of the individual decade. The final panel is a contemporary poster which highlights 3 areas of information aligned with the 1910s. The poster's content is on typography, technological advances, and propaganda posters. These all correlate together, however they're still separate information, and this can be displayed on the panel through layout consideration. The panel is a symbolic representation of the timeline with the emphasis on the arrow pointing towards the header. The body text is formatted within columns to make it easier to read as if you were standing reading the panel at the State Library. The 1910s was an insightful decade filled with advancement both technologically, politically and socially, with the occurrence of World War I, which impacted so many countries during the period of 1914 to 1918. The advances and changes that came from the consequences of war were fascinating, and this historical event impacted so many people, including designers whose work went from just creativity to political standpoint, relaying a pointed message to the general public aimed to create attention. This period was also the beginning of the 20th century design and created the foundation for contemporary design today. The information panel is impactful with the oversized header to create the attention to the title 1910s and the shape of the arrow moving into the center of the page. The first element which catches my attention is the header in the color of navy blue, which contrasts against the other colors on the panel. The neutral colors in the background make the accent colors in the foreground contrast against each other, formulating a distinct hierarchy between the header, body text, and imagery. The typography was tested several times to ensure all the content could be read easily at a reasonable distance of 1.5 meters to 2 meters away. All the headings, body text, and captions are legible to be read from the poster. However, the reference list is a little smaller to make it less discreet against the main body text. This poster has both elements of a contemporary layout and a blend of 20th century design through the incorporation of the typefaces from the decade and the imagery created during the 1910s. The contemporary layout enables readers to understand the hierarchy in the typography, but also understand the details related to the era as well.